It looks like Ukraine's first stage is failing, as Russia stops them at initial steps. It's day 471 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. Fighting does not stop in the south. Ukrainian forces are launching waves after waves of attacks on multiple Russian positions. Starting from Lobkov, since my last report, after Russian forces pushed back the Ukrainian column from Zaporizhzhia. Ukrainian forces were trying to cling on to Lobkov with everything they had. But after some more Russian attacks, Russian forces were able to recapture. After that, Ukrainian forces launched multiple waves of column attacks on Russian positions. Most of the attacks were successfully repelled by Russian artillery and aviation. Now moving to the hottest zone, south of Orikhiv, Ukrainian attacks on Russian positions do not stop. Their main target for most of the attacks is Robotyne. From midnight, Ukraine is sending their armored column to attack Russian positions one after the other. But the Russian forces units of 291st and Special Forces Brigade were successful in absorbing most of the blow. Russian aviation is inflicting heavy damage on Ukrainian armor. In addition, minefields have worked greatly for Russia. There were reports of multiple vehicles being blown up which came to recover the damaged tanks. But Ukrainian forces, after 2 days of continuous attack, managed to advance a couple of 100 meters. That advance came at heavy cost. After they failed to find a weak domino in Russian defense, they are looking to make one domino weak enough that they can capitalize on that. New reports are coming that due to the situation at the front, Ukraine has deployed UAV crew near Orikhiv, so Russian forces are expecting waves of drone attacks in near future. Now moving eastwards to Novodonetsk, after first 2 days, Ukrainian forces have drastically decreased their pressure. In fact, Russian forces launched an attack on this gray area, which Ukrainian forces captured on the second day. As per report, Russian forces were able to recapture this area. Ukrainian forces retreated to their initial line. Now, as this area has cooled down, you can say that Ukrainian forces did not achieve their objectives. Looking at the current situation, I think Ukraine planned this offensive in at least 2 stages. Their first stage was to reach Russia's main defensive lines in blitzkrieg manner, which we are seeing right now, and as you can see, it is going absolutely badly. In the second stage, I think, they would have brought in their Maroon tactical group to breach Russian main defensive lines, and then unleash their units of 9th and 10th Army. But currently their first stage is absolutely not going as planned. They can bring in their strategic reserve to overwhelm and penetrate, but then I think their offensive would not work. Their next option is to stop this offensive, and do what they do best, it is defense. At the current rate, Ukraine cannot sustain this offensive. Or maybe I am completely wrong. Don't forget to join us on Telegram, link is in the description.